Hey, what's happening, YouTubers? We're back with a brand new unboxing video. Today we have the new NECA Homelander figure. It's from the Boys TV show. Now, this just came out, I think, in the last week. It's a Walmart first to market, meaning it's pretty much going to be distributed through Walmart for like the first couple weeks. And then you should be able to find this figure, I think, at like other big box retailers like Target and I think Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth will eventually have it. But anyways, this is my first NECA figure that I'll actually open because I have other two. I have like the Phantom and the Super Shredder one. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started with the unboxing. First, we're going to start with the back of the packaging, and you see the different poses that NECA has on there. And it also says Vought International, which is pretty cool. And there's a little read-up on Homelander. You feel free to pause it if you want. Then there's the side of the packaging that says Ultimate Action Figure. When we open the flap, here's where you'll see the actual figure right there, and then another pose of Homelander. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox it. Okay, here he is out of the packaging, and first things first, like we always do, let's get started with his accessories that he comes with. So the figure does come with two sets of hands, the open ones right there, and then the fisted ones right here. Then he does have two additional head sculpts, three overall. This one, which is pretty cool, it looks like this is where you plug in his eye beams right there. And then it comes with this one, which I'm assuming is like the neutral face, I guess, slash angry, because the one that's on there now is not that far off. It's kind of like a happier expression. I mean, the likeness is definitely there to the actor Anthony Starr. I mean, it's not as good as Hasbro's Photo Realtek when it comes to like their actors, but it's still pretty good. Now, I do want to show the eye beam effect. I did just port the lasers in his eyes like that. So that's kind of the effect you get with it, which is like pretty trippy to see actually. Okay, so now let's take a look at the actual figure itself. And first things first, though, I'm not going to heat up this figure like people usually do with NECA figures. I'm not going to do all that shit because I'm not going to boil hot water on action figures or any of that crap. Plus, I think the plastic that they're using on here is kind of like a rubbery material. So I don't know. I've heard like people say that NECA is like notorious for like their plastic paints like being cracked and stuff like that, but I'm not going to do that with this figure because I don't find any point in boiling hot water over it. But overall, I mean, the detail is definitely there for his suit. It's a cloth good cape, but I think the stripes are supposed to be a little bit thinner. But overall, I definitely like them going with the cloth good route for the cape. In terms of the texture of the suit, like I said, it's like a rubber material. And kind of going back to the cape, so it is folded like that, but you can expand the cape out like that much. I think for posing it and displaying it on my shelf, I'm still going to keep it folded underneath because I think that looks a little bit more appropriate and accurate to the show. So my recent action figure unboxing videos, y'all might have noticed for the articulation segment, I've usually done stop motion. Today, we're actually not going to do any articulation or stop motion because there's other channels that do that right now. I will do it again in the future. Just for now, I'm not going to do it. So with that being said, we're just going to jump right into the size comparisons. First size comparison, here he is next to the Dark Knight's Metal Batman and Action Comics 1000 Superman, both by McFarlane Toys and both in that 7-inch scale, which is the same scale size that NECA uses. And by the way, thank you McFarlane Toys for doing yet another repaint slash re-release. Essentially all they did is they added the blood where the cuts are and a different shade and different cape sculpt. Thanks a lot, guys. And for another scale size comparison, here he is next to the Marvel Legends Worthy Cap and Marvel Legends Iron Man Mark 50. And another size comparison, here he is standing next to the Marvel Select Endgame Thanos and the Marvel Legends Age of Ultron Incredible Hulk. And out of curiosity, guys, who do you think would win in this triple threat fight? And another random ass size comparison, here he is next to Francis Ngannou by Jazzwares and the Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider figure. If you guys are UFC fans out there or a fan of like Jazzwares, this figure is pretty damn good. Don't sleep on Jazzwares. They're actually doing a pretty good job with their figures. I mean, overall, I think it's a solid figure, especially given its price point at retail at $29.99. I think it's really good. The only drawback or negative feedback I would have is, to me, in some angles, it kind of looks like proportion-wise, it's a little bit mismatched when it comes to his legs. Like, the midsection looks a little too wide, and because it's that wide, I feel like the legs should be a little bit longer. But, I mean, it's easy workarounds to that with certain angles and poses. Feel free to sound off in the comments below. Let me know what y'all think of this figure, and will you be picking it up? If you are, look for it to be at your local Walmart relatively soon. I think Father's Day was the estimated release date for this figure. Me personally, again, I love this figure. I think it's pretty solid. And I was so stoked to hear that NECA picked up the license because they also released a Starlight one, which I'll also pick up once I find it in stores. I'm hoping they continue it with the TV show and make other figures as well. Like hopefully they make the 7 and of course Billy Butcher. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you all think. And as always, be sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe. Thanks for watching.